Farmville, another amazing place to live in Pitt County.
But first, let's hit it! Hi, this is Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel.
And if this is your first time in our channel and you wanted to know everything about Greenville, Winterville, and the Pitt County up to the Raleigh, that's why we are here. Please subscribe on our channels. Also get notified when we put a new video for you.
Honestly, we get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people looking to buy and sell. We definitely help you sellers here in the Pitt County area, and we love helping people. It is what we do. We have woken up every single day this week or whatever to really just help people, and that's always the focus. So we hope to help you with upsizing, downsizing, relocating, shifting, my favorite word. But now let's actually get into one of the places that are actually cool in Pitt County, which is
Farmville. One of the places that really didn't come to attention of many people is the Farmville. And we are gonna put for you itemized that why we think Farmville is a good place to start your family and invest in real estate. That's how it goes.
Absolutely. So Farmville is this interesting location. It's a small but growing town. They definitely have a lot of new construction happening in Farmville. It is 8 miles from Greenville, so it's not that far. So if you need to hit, anything in the Greenville area, we are here. But it's also only 71 miles from Raleigh. And in fact, to get to Raleigh from Greenville, we are going to have to ship right through, just drive right through Farmville anyway. So it is on that path between Farmville to Greenville and Raleigh. So
what road they should take?
I don't remember the highway.
US 264 East. That's what you need to take.
GPS. GPS tells me left, I go left. If GPS tells me go right, I go right. Without GPS, I don't know. But I mean, that's just the world I live in these days. But yes, if you are going to Raleigh, you are definitely driving right through Farmville, and you might not even know all these fun facts about it and why it might be one of the perfect places for you to live. And especially if you're in the Raleigh area and you're thinking about coming to Greenville, but you don't want to make the full commitment.
Avoid those crazy numbers of the houses in Raleigh.
Right. So, I mean, it's a great little location. So let's talk about it. Land-wise, it is 3.37 square miles. So it is on the small side.
Exactly. Land-wise is 3.37 square miles. And the elevation is just 82 feet. And we can say the density of the Farmville is 1,413 persons or people per square feet, per square mile.
That's really not that bad, to be honest. That's actually pretty small, but big enough to where you are not going to be living this 400 square town with nothing around you. So it's established after the Civil War in 1872. It was obviously related to farming because that's the name of the town, Farmville. And when I first moved here from Pitt County, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking in my head, Superman kind of town. Maybe Superman will be there. He's not there as far as I can tell, but I was looking because it's fun. J. and May Williams made exceptional contributions to the community way back in the day, and this is why Farmville has a growing location and a nice little place.
And with all this information, it has just less than a 5,000 population, which is still is good. And we wanted to not compare the Greenville with the Farmville because many people, they know Greenville, but they don't have any idea. If you, especially if you come from out of the state and you say, I wanted to live here because the weather is nice, that's how we're gonna put it for you. That what is the cost of living between Greenville and the Farmville.
Nice. Okay, what about food?
If you look at the U.S., whole U.S. average as 100 level standard, now based on that, we want to scale it down. For the food, in Greenville, we're looking at 95.5%.
But in Farmville, it's 94.1, which means it's even cheaper in Farmville by a little bit. What about home ownership? Home
ownership in Greenville is 54.5%.
Which is why we are still an affordable town or city in general, but in Farmville, it's even more. It is 43.2.
And utilities is 101.1 for Greenville.
Oh, and it's 100.4 in Farmville, so the utilities are a little up more, mostly to do with gas prices. Transportation.
And transportation, which is called all like auto insurance or all those funds that comes with it in Greenville, is 75.4.
But in Farmville there is no, buses and trains, so we're talking about 84.5. So it is a little bit more. About
the health-wise, we using the same Wyland Medical Center, which is a big center with a lot of nurses, and that's why it is the same, is identical.
For overall, the cost of living in Greenville is 84.2, which is under the national level. So we are getting good numbers, but in Farmville
is 83.1. Therefore, is cheaper than Greenville to live.
Okay, so let's move on to schools. We have kids. We love talking about schools because we have kids ourselves. They have 4 public schools in Farmville. And then 1 private school in Farmville. Yeah. If you want to look up the schools, we are talking about HB Sugg, Sam D. Bundy, Farmville Middle, Farmville Central. Those are kind of the schools that we're talking about. So everybody's kind of going to go together except that little elementary level.
And if you want to talk about the physician per capita, in the Farmville, we have 349 physicians per 100,000 people, which is really good number. And we just said that Farmville has less than a 5,000 people population.
Okay, so here are some numbers that might make you hold off. Median income in Farmville is $30,000. The sales tax is 7%. And what is the income tax rate?
Income tax is just 5.5%.
So people are not making so much money. But again, this is a farm land, but it's really close to the city. And since they are honestly building, supposedly according to the news that I read, they're building some sort of technology corridor to connect Greenville more to Raleigh, so their entire coast, that entire highway that we were talking about, highway what?
264 East.
Right. So 264 East is getting a lot of building for jobs and growth, and Farmville is right there on that highway. So it is something that I would say is in a great place for potential growth.
And these couple companies that they came to the Pitt County, the budget is around $100 to $200 million. It's development, as my wife said, to make these transportation and accessibility to Raleigh faster.
Yeah, they're trying to join our economics, which is kind of crazy because we like doing our own thing here in Greenville. But I mean, I get it. Raleigh's the capital. So let's move on.
Climate-wise, Farmville is since we are just 8 miles, very close to Greenville. We have 250 days of sun in the Farmvilles. And
I also want to say about half of Farmville is married couples. It's 48.9% married couples. 7.1% of people who live in Farmville are divorced. So it is very much a married couple with married people town. Violent crime is what?
It's very low, 26.4%.
Right. So again, we're talking small town America, that we're talking small town USA. We are talking a town that is I would say growing, definitely growing. There's a lot of new construction, as we said at the beginning, but it's still a small town. So it's got that nice world of both. So if you're looking for a small town, Farmville might be where you want to go.
Therefore, if you look at the numbers in 2019, before the COVID and the beginning of 2020, basically, the square foot wise, the price per square foot in Farmville was from $80 to $90. Now, after this selling market that started from 2020 to all the way to 2022, the square footage wise price is around $120 to $125. Therefore, you see that real estate appreciated. But still, if you compare it to the Greenville, that some of the houses they sell $150 to $170 per square foot, is still Farmville is close proximity to Greenville. Absolutely. And also is much more cheaper than Greenville.
Right, and it's super easy to get to Farmville from Greenville. So we hope, and
we didn't finish. We wanted to basically talk about the market in 2021 and 2022. If you look at this market in 2021, we had 41 active house, 26 new hit the market, and 22 sold, and 35 under the contract. What about 2022?
Oh, okay. So 2022 thus far, there have been 24 active listings for Farmville. 20 are new, 15 are sold, and 20 are pending. So this tells you what? Tell me the year to date. What does that mean?
Therefore, for the active one, if you look, compare this to 2021, 2022, we had decrease. For example, for active, we had almost 42% decrease. For the new one, we had 23% decrease. What about the sold and pending?
It's down 31.8 and down for pending 42.9. But again, I want to quickly say a bunch of new construction is happening right now in Farmville. I do recommend, if you are thinking about new construction, to think about Farmville. We're happy to show it to you. Why? Because it's a growing area, and you do see all this new construction that's about to hit the market or is hitting the market. So those numbers might change because we're getting a lot of
thing that many of our clients, they're asking us about the property sales tax.
Oh.
And let me tell you, the average property sales tax in Farmville is between $1,000 to $1,300
for the year.
Therefore, if you look at even in Greenville, this still is much more lower than the property tax in the Greenville.
And I mean, that includes city and county, right?
Yes.
So they're getting much cheaper rate there in Farmville, which is a nice thing.
And similar to the video that we recorded for Aiden, and we pictured the Aiden in east and east of the Farmville, there are lots of new construction coming. BM Construction, DR Horton, that is one of the good new construction company around here in Pitt County,
and just small builders. And there's a bunch of small builders,
and some small builders that they do a custom built are there with the different. You can find a house from 3-bedroom all the way to 6-bedroom with the huge land, which many of you, they love to live in a big land, no?
Absolutely.
Therefore, we're hoping this video is useful and the information that we provide. Don't forget to call us, subscribe in our channel. We put the time to educate you and ourselves, and we love to be in contact with you. Have a wonderful day.
And I hope you like my shirt.
And talk to you soon, guys.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.